Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it, out here on the farm today, and we are getting ready to plant tomatoes. First thing is first, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out Farmerdresupply. Supply. That's right, able to find all your gardening and greenhouse needs. Tomato seeds, tomato fertilizers, tomato irrigation systems. Like always, check it out. Link is down in the description box below. So for this season, I did not grow my own tomato transplants. I had one of my friends do it, but he called me and said the plants are ready to go. So we just water them. They're a little dry from the transportation part of things. But these are the plants here. We got Red Deuce and Carolina Gold. There are in these cone shapes, is 21 cell count trays. So the plants are ready to go, looking good. Now it's time to get everything else going. Irrigation system set up and fabric down for the tomatoes. So let's go ahead and jump in the second high tunnel. We'll remove that heater and let's get to work. In the meanwhile, we've been building this lean-to here. This is going to be our new more of a concession area, kettle corn, and more drink stations for the fall part of the farm, and the spring when we do the whole agritourism thing with the strawberries and the tomatoes and whatnot. But anyways, that's a whole different part of the thing. Today's all about growing tomatoes. So I just got done. We're going to reuse the fabric we did last year. This is 15.5 foot wide. These tunnels are 30 foot. So they overlap here on the center row, and I just reuse them year after year until they get trashed. These are 2 or 3 years old now. Got the drip tape. These are this was a 7,000 foot roll. We use it for the strawberries, but it's has an emitter every 1 foot. So that's the emitter right there. The little slit has an emitter there, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out and then start putting the ground cover, staking these, and hopefully by this afternoon we should be planting tomatoes, or that's the plan at least. It's the only day with overcast, and tomatoes have to be planted when there's overcast. Aside if there's full sun and they start wilting, they start looking a little weird. But overcast day, so it's called. They're calling for some cold weather this weekend, so the propane heater's ready to go. So yeah, let's get to work. It is the next day here, and last night I got done with everything in here, all the irrigation stuff. But I want to kind of walk through our irrigation system. It got dark on me last night. I got done working in here around 9:30. So what I did is I went ahead and staked the fabric to the wall there. This fabric is from 2 years ago, so we're going to continue to use it. It's nice and doesn't have too many rips in it and whatnot. So we had to just burn these holes with a torch, and this is a tool that I use for that. We just get it's rusted now, but just kind of any kind of can to make a hole. And the reason why you want to do that, you want the fabric to continue to burn. I've tried doing it without this little fancy tool, and the fabric just continues to burn, but this stuff stops and lets the heat kind of concentrate. And now the next step is I am irrigating right now. I'm letting the water run just so we can create a nice soft mucky mess, and then when they come with the plants, we'll just shove them in the ground. But I want to kind of walk through our tomato irrigation system. So this is a 30 by 96 high tunnel, and we have 4 of these on our farm. They work great. They're really tall, 8-foot sidewalls, nice big open space. The reason why we go 8-foot sidewalls is to allow more airflow in the summer. We don't have any other fans. The only fan in here is from the propane heater. Other than that, we just drop the sides, and there's plenty of air movement. And then in one of these tunnels, you can fit around 400 tomato plants. So we plant 2 varieties, Red Deuce and Carolina Gold. We only grow 1 row of Carolina Gold. Carolina Gold is a yellow tomato, so we do sell quite a bit of those, but we just need 1 row per tunnel, and the rest are red tomatoes, which is a Red Deuce. And if you guys are interested in buying some of those seeds, check them out. Link is down in the description box below. So with this, whenever I do irrigate, I irrigate the entire tunnel at once, and we do use drip irrigation. And I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through the exact steps of what I do here. So we're gonna first start off at each individual row. So this is drip tape. This is it's a 1 season drip tape. Has a emitter every 6 inches. I thought it was every foot, but this is a different roll. And then every single roll is 100 foot long, so the drip tape runs up and down. And here, this is what we call our header hose, and this is a 1 inch header hose. So this is what distributes the water evenly to all the rows. So this tube here, the header hose fills up with water first, then each individual valve is connected to each row. So if I wanted to, I could turn off the valve and this row doesn't get any water, turn it on. So the header hose is 30 foot. So there's 7 rows in here. So every single row in here is connected to that header. And then over here at the main, I don't know if you call it a manifold or whatever, but anyways, this is the hydrant coming into the high tunnel. So we just got a regular hose going to our irrigation fertilizer system. So right now, if I turn on the water, we are running just clean water, nothing else. The siphon injector isn't working, so all the water just running straight through. And then I use this all season long, all the water runs through there. But then whenever I do turn this valve, it starts pulling the water through. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but there's air getting sucked in here, but it's just siphoning the fertilizer through there. So whenever we are running fertilizer, I just turn that valve and it sucks it up. So from here, we connect it straight to our header line. And then there's a little connectors from this hose to the regular, to the manifold there. Then it runs, the header runs straight through. So these are the Massey injectors here. They work pretty good. This is the only injector we use on our farm for fertilizer. And the way I fertilize, you know, you can get the dosatrons, which they work great. They're more precise, but for entire crops like tomatoes and the strawberries and the apples, we're putting on the entire, I calculate the fertilizer by the entire tunnel. So that's the main reason why we just inject them all at once in a few minutes, and it gets done, and then the fertilizer just runs through down every single line. And the nice thing about drip tape is it evenly distributes the fertilizer throughout the whole tunnel evenly. It will not put too much on this side or that side. That's why it's so nice to have a drip tape. Now if you guys are trying soaker hose doesn't do that. The instant the soaker hose gets water, starts dripping, and if you don't have any water on that side, it won't drip anymore. So that's the nice thing about drip tape, that it evenly distributes the water throughout the whole tunnel. So this is the most simplest, most cost-effective fertilizer system and irrigation system you can buy. I mean, you can get super complicated and have automatic shutoff valves and whatnot, but I just keep it simple. Like I always say in all my videos, tomatoes don't care if you know, if you got a fancy $1,000 system or a just $100 system. They don't care, as long as you're getting all the fertilizer to them and they're in a tunnel making the plants happy. Like I said, with tomatoes, you got to keep it simple. If you guys do want a beginner irrigation system kit, we do sell that on the website. It comes with 100 foot of header line, 1,000 foot of drip tape. It should do a 100 by 100 garden pretty easily. Alrighty, all that's gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified when I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. Y'all have a good day, and we will see you next time.